useful routines on the ground. All right, so lots of introductions out of the way, so we're gonna get started with our questions. I'm just gonna like randomly pick people and then hopefully you'll have some organic conversation happening. So I'm gonna start with you, Brett. What do you love about BIM modeling and collaboration, and what value do you think it brings to your discipline?
I don't like all the headaches sometimes, but for me, like modeling anything in 3D has always been a real passion of mine. So once we started to collaborate more in the ACC, I got more involved in multiple projects and became more of a kind of a BIM manager, BIM leading projects. For me, like I just take a lot of joy from watching the project start from nothing, setting up the models, and then 3 days later, things are happening, things are building, and you're watching it grow, get to different stages, have a bunch of problems, resolve the problems, right, and keep going and going, all the way through construction, right? And then even following the project on with VDCs, et cetera, during construction to help solve different tasks. I just love, living in that 3D world. So much better than a lot of civil work I do, which is usually on 2D based. But yeah, my discipline, clash detection, that helps with collaboration. And I feel a lot closer to design teams when I'm done than I ever did before in other jobs or other type of 2D projects. That collaboration, you just work with that group of people, you get to know them really well. And I think it brings all the people a lot closer and just more efficient.
Yeah, no, totally. And Mary, what do you think about that?
Yeah, thank you. I think it's really exciting to be able to collaborate with all disciplines in BIM. It really is a much more dynamic process immediately, and I think allows everybody to have a little bit of ownership in the project. Everybody can see what's going on and how it's growing. It's easy to watch a project evolve without having to do too much phoning around asking for what's that needs to happen. And I think it's really, again, as an internal team effort, wonderful way to work, especially getting people to that transition from 2D to 3D. Sure. Seeing the power. It's not just visualization, it's so much more.
Yeah. And Liam, what about you? What do you love about modeling and collaboration?
It's very satisfying to see it all come together.
Yeah.
Starting from nothing and getting somewhere is very cool. I think the biggest point of value for an electrical side is ensuring our equipment fits in spaces. Electrical rooms are finicky things, and making sure that it all fits together very beneficial early on, as opposed to finding that out halfway through the process.
Definitely. And Ron, do you
think
maybe you've got like a different perspective?
Yeah, I have a general contractor perspective. So the thing I love about 3D modeling is that we are able to solve problems visually, and for everyone, whether it is consultant or siting, we are able to see issues in virtual environment, and we are able to make decisions out of 3D model. And I can give a few examples. So for BIM student housing project, we have got a complex rough foundation design, and then we got reverse subcontractor feedback. It's really hard to construct it. And then we decided it needs to be simplified. I got feedback from my site superintendent. Then we modeled simplified design and provided that design to our consultant, and we got reverse design. So again, that's the power of 3D modeling. And again, as a general contractor, I want to emphasize that we are having ability to solve problems visually, and you are able to make faster decisions in a transparent manner. So that's my take.
Very well said.
Have you done this in CAD and in BIM, or just?
Yeah, so we use Revit to create 3D models.
Yeah. You found that there are less issues when you're using modeling as opposed to just 2D tracking?
So the thing is, like, we are getting models from consultant, and we check those models. We provide misalignment report, we provide LOD feedback report, and then based on those reports, we see where are the discrepancies, and we will sit with our site superintendent and we will ask them, for this area, do we need to model anything? And if they say yes, then we'll, proceed with it.
And Janice? Wow. These are Vance's work. Being a visual learner, seeing things in 3D allows me to understand the structure and other disciplines' constraints better and faster than 2D graphics. The ability to use filters and unique views to find the information that he wants fast makes BIM stand out for him. And that we can find what we need fast instead of sending emails, waiting for PDFs or CAD files, and then bringing them together. And as our structures are getting more complex, to meet unique challenges of architecture and changing codes, and conveying those to our clients and consultants is so much easier in the BIM environment. So it's just basically furthering on that, the benefits of having a 3D model and being able to fly around it and see connections in areas that we know need more attention is huge. And yeah, I was just me personally, I was having a conversation today in the lunchroom about how with 3D modeling, buildings have gotten more interesting, basically. So it's allowing us to push boundaries a little bit further and not just build sort of like boxes. Yeah, that's pretty interesting.
I like how quickly you can get answers. When I'm working with a designer and they have a question, I can just pull up a new section anywhere in the building at any time and immediately get the feedback that they were looking for.
Yeah.
Quick and easy.
So we don't just
Most
always
of the time.
like teams, so collaborative, so you can snip of something, send it to someone, and they'll,
Yeah.
super fast, right? So what did we do before? It's
Yeah.
functional, right?
It's funny, actually, like being in this environment, we're all like, oh yeah, I love BIM, like 3D is so much better than 2D.
Yeah.
It's surprising to hear some people really want to argue that 2D CAD is the only way, and it's just a fad that comes and goes. It's just hard to believe that argument. It's still kind of, you still hear it.
Mhm. Yeah, something like that might be a cost factor. I think some people are thinking that it's so much more expensive to do things in the world, right? 3D really Revit, but it's actually becoming so much more efficient now,
Yeah,
right? It's not such a steep learning curve, and it's just more accessible.
yeah.